Just wanted to do a little video about my first attempt at brioche. This is the pattern. It's the Easy Peasy Brioche Scarf by Black Crow Knits. It's a free download on Ravelry. Not a whole lot to it. Very well explained. Got my written notes all over that there. The yarns I used, there are two worsted weight yarns. So you've got this semi-solid one, which is Malabrigo Rios in shade Sunset, and then the beautiful variegated one that goes with it is from the Urban Pearl, and it's wonderful worsted shade Shangri-La. I bought the Malabrigo Rios from Wild and Woolly in London, and the Urban Pearl yarn was from Layla herself, the Urban Pearl lady, who was at Alexandra Palace that I went to, the knitting and stitching show there, and I bought it from her there. I first met Layla at Unravel Festival. We were exhibiting in the same room and we got to have a little chat when things were a little bit quieter, which didn't happen very often. She's a lovely lady and I absolutely love her colourways. So these are both pure merino wool yarns. As you can see, the Shangri-La colourway from the Urban Pearl has got this gorgeous orange fleck in it with some lilac purples and dark greys. Really beautiful colour, and that works really well with the sunset colour of the Malabrigo Rios. Now this is gorgeously soft and it's really cosy because it ends up double layer because of the way you knit brioche, which I've never done before, as I said. Found it quite easy once I got going, although I have made a couple of mistakes, which I will show you. So to start with here, I wasn't doing my yarn overs correctly, I don't think, and sort of making assumptions of the abbreviations. So I got that bit wrong, but that's okay. I quite like the way it looks, so I've left it in there. And it's also kind of proof of my learning journey. And then here you see I didn't leave my yarn in the right place, so we've got a bit of a slip up there. And the other one, the other mistake was when I'd nearly finished, I was sitting and knitting in the evenings and got a bit too focused on the podcast I was listening to, and I thought I'd kind of gone wrong on this row, but then it looked okay, so I carried on, and it wasn't until a few rows later I realised, yep, that had definitely gone wrong. But anyway, as I say, it's proof of my learning journey. I'm really pleased with it. So this took me about 4 weeks of evenings to knit. I just sit and knit in front of the telly, just for a couple of hours at a time, and probably about 4 or 5 evenings per week. So it took a little while, but you've got 200 grams of yarn in there, and basically with brioche you're working each row twice. So you're working it once across with the first colour, and then once across with the second colour, and then you turn and you do the same on the next side. So it's actually kind of double the knitting, which gives you the double thickness, which is so cosy and warm. It's really lovely. And as you can see on this pattern, the ribbed ends are just done in the single colour. Now, this is where I cast on. This was my first attempt as well at the tubular cast on, which is amazing. Now, I watched a video on YouTube, I'll put the details below, about how to do this. And I have to say, I watched it several times, and I ended up having to just do it as I watched it, and I couldn't think about it. I just had to let that muscle memory get to work. And I did it, but I couldn't tell you how I did it, so I need to practice that a few more times. Now the tubular cast off at the other end was way more easy. That's quite similar to a Kitchener stitch cast off. And that, as you can see, they're both beautifully stretchy. I really love those. I'll definitely be using those again. So that's my first attempt at brioche. Now I have got a brioche scarf design on my own website, which is this one. It's a single colour one. It's more complicated, as you can see, than that easy beginner one, but it's absolutely beautiful, double-sided of course, because it's brioche. This is the Rumbile Brioche Scarf. It's just in one colourway at the moment available, but as we speak it is being redeveloped in 2 colours, and that will be coming later this year. So have a look at that. I'll put the links below. So there we go, my intro into brioche. It's fun. Have you had a go? Let me know.